Hey everyone, today we only got one envelope in here from Niagara Falls, New York, right on the border with Canada. So let's see what's inside. Now this envelope doesn't have any tape on it or anything, so I think this will be pretty easy to open. Now we don't know if there's going to be any packaging on the inside. That might be an issue. Got some paper wrapping on it. Oh, nice. One piastre from French Indochina. On the front we have French, and on the back we got four languages: Vietnamese, Khmer, Lao, and Chinese. Now I put it in a little plastic sleeve here to keep it nice and protected. As we can see on the front, there is a woman who appears to be of Southeast Asian ethnicity in front of a Buddhist temple. Very nice. And on the back, we have a little, looks like an agricultural scene here with a man of East Asian ethnicity carrying some sort of a fruit or vegetable. I can't tell what it is. And this is the interesting side because it's got all the different languages on it. And what's interesting is on the front, this is a piastre, an exception in the French colonial currencies, which are usually francs. And on the back, in Vietnamese, it's labeled as a dong. Now let me get my other French Indochina note because it does the same thing. So here it is inside of the page. It's older than the one below it, the one that I originally had. And as you can see, both are piastres on the front. The glare might make it a little difficult to make out. However, the one that I already had only has actually has all three languages, but this one was issued for Vietnam, unlike this one, which was issued for Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia. As we can see here, this banknote which is not dated, was made in the year 1932, and it's pretty average in terms of design and size and shape for the period. The signatures are those of René Fillon de la Chaume and Paul Baudin. And this is the standard issue one rather than specimen. Now it's not surprising the specimens are less common, as fewer specimens will be made than there will be banknotes for issue. You can see here that the watermark appears to be, looks maybe like Hermes, not exactly sure. And my other French Indochina note, which I just showed, is also without a date, but it's from 1953, and it's a Vietnam issue. And this series had separate issues for Cambodia, Laos, and Vietnam, and the differentiating factor being what was printed on the back. Now I tried translating the Vietnamese on the back since that's been transcribed on Numista, and for some reason it translates into English as golden line shoes. I have a feeling that may not be accurate, so if anyone speaks Vietnamese, just let me know in the comments what you. Now, according to Google, the reason why French Indochina used the piastre rather than a franc was because of the price of silver, and the piastre was valued from silver, and although it does appear to have been pegged to the French franc at one point, it doesn't appear to have been converted into a franc and remained as a piastre throughout its use. Now, as we can see here in this map, the reason why there are 4 different languages on the back of this 1 piastre banknote is because of the linguistic diversity of French Indochina. Now, French Indochina is today 3 countries: Laos, Cambodia, and Vietnam. However, Vietnam was not unified as a single unit for some time, as we can see here in this map. Laos and Cambodia are pretty well identifiable. However, Vietnam was still divided into 3 regions: Tonkin, Annam, and Cochin China. And They all spoke the Vietnamese language along with local languages, and also due to the region's proximity with China, there were communities of Chinese immigrants that moved into the area, which is why Chinese is also present on. Now, there is one thing I should note about the Chinese language being on the banknote. Although there are large communities of Chinese immigrants that were living in French Indochina as well as the countries that consist of what was French Indochina today, there was also a territory inside of China that was leased by France and governed as part of French Indochina called Guangzhouan. And this region was essentially an exclave of French Indochina inside of China, which would also explain why there was Chinese language on the banknote.
Well, that's it for today. Like if you like the video, subscribe if you like my stuff, leave a comment if you have any thoughts about the banknote, and thanks for watching.